For those that don't know what we're doing, the red key room run, visiting every single room on a red key, on cut the tape, cut the tape. Visiting every single red key room on a Isaac run. There we go. It took a little bit. Thank you for the bits, Crumb. Took a little bit. I'm gonna play as me. We're gonna hop in. And let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, why did I start with Lemageddon, dude? Well, you know what? That actually means that we had Eden's Blessing on the last run. Something that I've easily forgotten. Here's what I need from you guys, okay? Here's what I need from you. This is like a big time... No, I will not. Give me whatever the next thing is. That's fine. Honestly, that's really good. That's really good. Oh, I have to actually, like, give red key, huh? That would be intelligent. And then also infinite item charges. Yeah, the whole red key part of this probably would have been intelligent. So at least we got, like, King Baby out of Lemageddon. It's just, like, a horrible idea to take this right now. It's, like, the most cursed item that I can take to start the run. That's our secret room. So that's good. That's very good. What if I die? I suppose that's an honest to goodness question, is what if I die here on the first floor? It would be pretty bad, right? It would be pretty bad. But it would also be, like, really, really funny. Here's what I need you guys to do, okay? This will be a very, very good clickbaity YouTube video. Except I can't upload this crap as a... you know, like 3.5 hour video. It would be psychotic for me to do it. So I have to do a cut for it. But then here's what I need you guys to do. I need you to keep track for me of how many items we get. Okay? So right now we're at 2. I need you to keep track of that for me. That was almost our victory royale. Yeah, Isaac, we about to die. Get dead. I will not die in this room, though. We're not gonna die on the run. It'll be fine, chat. Y'all get so worried. You think I can't... The man takes a break from Isaac for 3 weeks, and then you think that he can't beat the damn basement? That's not how it works. There's no chance. Pepe No Soy, thank you so much for the resub, my dude. Good to see you. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Post the entire thing as 1 minute and 30 second clips on TikTok. So let's see. That would be approximately like, I don't know, 200 or so TikToks to do the entire thing. That sounds like fair game, honestly. We would love Mom's Key. That's a huge value add if we can pull it off. The beginning of this run, I mean, obviously takes a little bit to get going. We also probably want to prioritize. He's actually cracked. Prioritize as soon as possible defeating our boss. Just so we can hopefully get like a stat upgrade to carry us through this floor. The honest to goodness truth. Oh, you know what, dude? Let's get freaking crazy. Let's get rocked. Oh my god, dude. It's seeded. It's seeded. He seeded the run. Okay, honestly, that's gonna make this like 800 times better. I'm gonna tell you. Okay, that's absurd. I mean, just like literally insane. Hilarious, but also insane. The first floor is going to take us, that's a full card for the error room on the next floor, baby, let's go. It's gonna take us a little bit of time on the first floor. We've done the every red key room on a regular floor before. That took, it was like 25 minutes to a half hour to do it. But that was starting from scratch, and frankly, our items were not like that good. So I'm dumb. Thank God that I'm stupid and not extremely dumb. That could have been significantly worse, right? That could have been significantly worse. But my plan is basically like that this should speed up as the rooms go on. And it's going to reach a point where we're basically just like cruising through each level of the game. And it won't be like that horrible. Keyword on that horrible, because it's still going to be like a little horrible, right? Pardon me? Was that what the hell was that all about? Dude, I've learned over time that I actually know nothing about this game, by the way. I'm really just like completely screwed to know how the hell Isaac works. Magnet's actually like kind of... Look. Look. Just because he's stupid doesn't mean he's dumb, okay? Just because he's stupid doesn't mean he's dumb. It's fine. It's fine, chat. It's fine. Okay, now we know, I mean, like, some of the world here. Can I open that, please? Not feeling it? That's fine. Let's kill you. Let's get a damage up. Let's get this life freaking moving. And then we can vibe a little bit. Sacred Heart early is a big blessing. We're happy to see it. I'm a little mad about that, but it is what it is. I don't really want you either, although actually conjoined would be kind of slapper on this run. Okay, so that don't make the same mistake 8 times is the point here. Okay, now we just go. If we can get the boundaries, then we know we'll never run out of them. That's kind of... That's where I'm going for right now. We don't talk about the incident. He cheated. I mean, let me just like open up my my save editor as well. Prediction, how many times will he get to the error room? Okay, look. Look. Just because he did it once doesn't mean he's gonna do it ever again. Okay? He's allowed to be stupid a couple of times. Just let the man be stupid like 3 times a day. We've already done it twice. I'll end up doing it again, and then we'll probably end up doing it again after that, but like legitimately, right? Where we have a Fool card or Stars card or something. Sure, man. I'll take free items. Don't mind if I do. Let's make the entire boundary, right? And then that way we know kind of what's going on. Our damage is already like absurdly cracked, man. I was gonna have you guys count like money and keys and crap like that too, but the honest to goodness truth is we're going to get like thousands, so I'm not really that concerned about it. I wouldn't mind marbles. Marbles actually is a decently high value add for a run like this. That means smelting a lot of trinkets. The item counting is scary. That's why chat. Here's something I've learned about Twitch chat, right? People think, and by people I mean boomers, okay? Boomers think that all that, you know, YouTube and Twitch for kids is this like really scary. Are these different? No, they're not. Okay, that's actually good news to hear. But boomers think that Twitch and YouTube are like this scary cult, which like they're definitely right, it is. But they think that, you know, it's a completely, you know, turn your brain off kind of community that exists here, and that kids are like ruining their lives, which is also true now that I think about it. But the fact of the matter is, the Twitch chatters, the people fueling the Twitch stream, that's you guys that I'm talking to right now. You guys have a like desire for brain stimulation during your content. You're not there. You know, your boomer dad is sitting on the couch watching the Philadelphia Eagles game, watching them lose for the, you know, 800th time in this millennia. They did win a Super Bowl a couple of years ago, but that's beside the point. He's sitting there just watching, you know, brainless football. You're over here on Twitch. I tell you, you need to count items, and you're like, okay, yeah, let me practice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, you're freaking going. Like, Twitch chatters are some of the more motivated people on planet Earth. And I actually mean that, like, as sincerely as possible. For some reason, you guys you're smarter than me. You're more sarcastic than me. Like, half of you are funnier than me, which, like, worries me if any of you ever decide to stream because I'm straight up out of a job. Like, you guys are freaking cracked. And I think it's just, like, I mean, a lot of you are a little younger than me. I like to think that I'm, like, about 45 years older than what I actually am. But I think that, like, this millennia of kids, I think technology has kind of, like, amplified our brains. It's like we're all chipped after the vaccine or something. It's like our productivity when forced to do something is through the damn roof. And there's just, like, no stopping what Twitch chat can do. That's my hot take of the day. Hi, do you have any Binding of Isaac mods for me to play that change the game a lot? Yeah, the first one you should look up is Yo Mama. And then once you play that one, like I played for a while, you'll be so tired of Isaac that you never want to play ever again. Okay, let's start doing some snaky around here. Beautiful. Dude, this run is like already ever-loving pieces of cracked. Like, it's so damn good. We got tiers, we got damage. Put it all together, we got a plan. And the plan is to win. Pre-recorded. It is pre-recorded. You're not listening to me live right now. The Twitch subs... Here, you know how to test if it's pre-recorded? Somebody gift 5 subs. And then if I thank you, then it's not pre-recorded. It's the easiest way to do it. Alright. Anyway, let's talk Isaac Burnout, dude. Which is a perfect thing to talk about while doing probably like the most miserable Isaac-related thing that you can possibly do. I posted on the YouTube community tab yesterday. A great place if you're ever interested in seeing me ramble about stuff or get some insider info on some stuff. Okay, I mean, I was kidding, but Mo Hilly, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you. Make me look like the asshole. I get it. That's fine. I understand. Honestly, probably deserve it. That's fair. Very fair. Thank you, though. Very kind of you. I talked a little bit about how I'm going through a mild amount of Isaac Burnout. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, it's not even really that... It's not that bad. Like, it's mainly... the more realistic thing is just that, like, January on YouTube is a pile of trash. So I was talking a little bit about how, on YouTube during January, a lot of people don't know, but it is, like, freakishly horrible for views on YouTube during January. And then on top of it is also freakishly horrible for ad rate during January. So I'll try to remember my exact numbers for this. This is fine. I'll just keep the crappy trinket I have. But basically, so during the regular year, I make around, like, well, I don't know. Maybe I don't want to talk money on this one. But basically my ad rate is around, like, $3 to $4 per 1,000 views. Okay? Which is, to be perfectly honest, pretty good for content creators on YouTube. Like, there are other content creators that have a much lower ad rate than what I do. So my ad rate's about, you know, $3 to $4. During the month of January, that ad rate plummets about, for me right now, is about 45%. Okay? So what exactly does that mean? It means that, you know, say that I made $2,000 in January, or in December, which is about what I made, okay? made about $2,000 during the month of December, which is like one of the best months for content, for ad rate that you can get. It's basically all the companies that are putting ads on YouTube and dumping their excess budget into advertising. That's what happens, is basically they have to fill their budget, they dump all of their excess money into advertising. So the end of the year, advertising goes through the roof, plus the holidays, you know, you get a lot of ads during December. So I made about $2,000 during the month. Holy crap! During the month of December. If that was the same amount that I make in January, then with the lowered ad rate, the 45% lower ad rate, instead of $2,000, I would make about $1,100. So I effectively lose $900, which, you know, is not a ton of money, but is still a lot of money, right? I lose about $900 just by existing during the month of January. So what happens is, you know, a lot of content creators will either just like take January off because they've been going insane for the entire month, or entire year, right? Or they just start uploading like random crap that they want to do, that they know their core community is still going to watch and enjoy, but it might not be, you know, the heavy hitter stuff that gets the views. Thank you, Miss Novel, for the Prime subscription. Thank you very much. Why does that even happen specifically in January? So basically, with the ad rate, it's what I said. In December, companies have excess money, so they dump a bunch into advertising, plus with Christmas, they dump a bunch into advertising, because the holidays are just a good time to do it. That's not going to open the door. But in January, they're on their new budget, and since people aren't really buying a lot in January, companies don't feel the need to advertise as much, so ad rates go down. But anywho, so basically what happens, you know, creators either don't make content during January, which is why, you know, look at people like Hermitcraft, right? I know, what the hell? Why are you here? I know some of you are Hermitcraft fans like myself. You'll notice that Hermitcraft ended their season in December on the height of ad revenue, and then during the month of January, they're not starting the new season because it's not really worth it for them. You know, a brand new season of Hermitcraft, they get a lot of hype from that. Those first couple of videos are like million+ views for most of the creators. They're getting just significantly less money by starting the season during the month of January. So instead, you know, they're all doing their hardcore stuff and, you know, other things that they haven't had the opportunity to do because it's stuff that they just want to do, right? So effectively, that's what I'm doing as well over on YouTube right now. I took the month of January. We're doing some charity goal stuff, you know, both here and on YouTube. Now, Twitch revenue is always trash, so I don't really care what we do over here. It's just total garbage all the time. But I'm wanting to do some more, you know, series that just like I want to do that I know aren't gonna pull the views anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal, right? Okay, I think we've gotten every room. Like, I don't think I can actually get into any of these others. So this floor actually had less rooms than others have had in the past. I'm a little bit confused why it blocked out like this many here. I guess it's just the nature of how the rooms were designed. There's one more. Okay. Just want to do nothing around the boss room. Yeah, we're done here, I think. Let me just double check this other one. It would look so pretty, dude, if this entire grid was filled. But not too bad. And this only took like 17 minutes. Yo. Kinda cracky though. It's kinda cracky. I like it. Might actually finish this sometime today. Am I gonna do downpour? See, here's the thing. If I go down to Downpour, I'm going to do the mirror dimension, and then I'm going to do every red key room in the mirror dimension, and I'd rather actually just, like, die. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Down we go. Can we get an item check, by the way, chat? Can we get an item check? Just want to see where we're sitting right now. 14? I love to see it. Okay. Very good. You guys are you're doing God's work right now. Discord invite says it's invalid. That's an interesting situation because it shouldn't. I don't know why it's invalid. I don't know where you're clicking the Discord link from. Do exclamation point Discord. That link like definitely has worked for people. But anyway, so that's why we're playing things like Fights in Tight Spaces, which is not pulling views at all, but that game is so good, it's absurd. It's actually just like so fun. If you enjoyed deck builders in any stretch of the imagination, I highly, highly recommend you checking out. I don't know why I would take this. Check out Fights in Tight Spaces because it's very, very good. We're doing Nuclear Throne, you know, a game that is actually like is kind of pogging on YouTube, if I'm honest. It's performing way better than I ever expected it to. But it's, you know, it's an old game that not a lot of people really care about. At least I thought. And now, holy lordy, man. Honestly, just take them all. Why wouldn't we? Get a little crazy. Get a little rocked. World card? I wish the world card would do the entire world, but that's fine. There's like 0 non-stream content for Nuclear Throne. I don't know what that means, if I'm being honest with you. But it's been fun to play it and kind of learn that game a little bit. You know, we've also been doing Revita still, just because Revita is very fun. And to be honest with you, and I mean this sincerely right now, my YouTube's actually doing pretty good for January, in my opinion. Like, we're still getting pretty decent views, even without running any Isaac at all. But that's why I'm not really running any Isaac right now, is I don't really feel any need to, because I'm a little burnt out on the game, and I just don't really, yeah, we don't care about those, and I just don't really care about playing Isaac and then making like 0 money from it as well. Not to say that I only play this game for money, but you know, views and money are a big motivating factor for playing Isaac for me. I mean, you guys gotta keep in mind that I've dumped like 1/3 of my life into playing this game. There reaches a point where you just are like, I don't need to really play it anymore. So, in case anybody was curious, that's why there's been not really any Isaac content on the channel here recently. You mean you get burnt out on Isaac? Really? I hope that this is sarcasm, but I fear it's not because of the misspelling of Isaac's name. Outside Noises, thanks so much for the tier 1 subscription for 6 months in advance, you crazy person. Thank you, thank you. I am the sarcasm master. Okay, honestly, you got me, because that one looked really legit to me. It's like a bad phishing email, man. Sometimes you guys say things and I genuinely think you're serious. And then you turn around and you get me. It's tough. Normally I can tell. Tainted Judgment is a reroll pedestal, right? Normally I can tell because anybody who's in my Discord is like certified memer status. And thus like they I know are going to be like anti-Isaac and memeing it up when it comes to Isaac. It's the people when I don't recognize your name and you're not a Twitch sub and stuff like that. That's when I'm like, he spelled it ISSAC. He might be being legit right now. I will not take either of these items. Let it be known that we could have, okay? But I will not take either of them because they just make the run less fun. We're enjoying the pogginess of Sacred Heart at the current moment in time. I got no reason to stop it. I got no reason to take them. Anyway, though, the month of February is going to be interesting on the channel. I will be bringing back Isaac. I actually want to brainstorm with you guys a little bit for what you would like to see from an Isaac perspective. Because I want to do something unique while also you almost got me. You almost got me. I want to do something unique while also just like maintaining how I like to play the game. But besides bringing Isaac back for February, we're also going to be doing a month of Olexa looks. Olexa look, for those that don't know, is a series that I will run on my channel occasionally where we will just look at a new game or game that I have not played on the channel, and we'll just take a look at it and we'll see if it's, you know, any good, little spicy, could be fun, and we'll do that. So I'm doing a month of that. Every single day is going to be a Olexa look video alongside, you know, everything else that we put out. Should be a lot of fun. Yo, Jace, thank you so much for the 4-month resub. You make excellent content with every game. I found such amazing games through your channel, and you're gonna find even more during February. Let me tell you, it's gonna be real damn good. I'm excited. Thank you very much. But yeah, it's gonna be good. I already have, so I straight up, I have a note in my phone, and I'm not gonna show it, because I still want the games to be a little bit of a surprise when we check them out. But I documented my phone games that I want to check out, and my list had reached 7 the other day. And I went, damn, dude, they're getting a little backed up in here. I need to make sure that I start doing some Olexa looks sometime soon to get them kind of out of here and ready to go, right? I then thought of this idea to do the month of Olexa looks, so I started like going through Twitter and my email for other game codes and Steam a little bit, searching around. And what I came to is I now have 39. I have 39 new games sitting in my phone right now that I like already have keys for or like need to buy. But of those 39 games, it'll cost me about $20 to buy everything that I need to do 39 games during February. Now, are we going to do all 39 games during February? The chance of that is probably not, right? But what this does mean is that there's some potential to also do like some Olexa look streams on top of it, right? Which means that we'll be playing some new games on stream. It's just gonna be a great month, man. It's gonna be a great month. I'm extremely excited for it. And Olexa looks, the honest to goodness truth on the YouTube side of thing, Olexa looks are actually like some of my most viewed videos. Like non-Isaac, Olexa looks are probably my best performing series. So it should be good. I'm pretty excited. Is there anything that's not a roguelike or a puzzle? Yeah. Yeah, there is. I would say that like the vast majority are going to be roguelites or, you know, puzzle-based type games. But there's definitely a couple. There's a couple. We hit multiple genres in there. Should be good. Should be good. Olexa looks at Jump King on stream. Here's the actual, like, honest to goodness response there. Jump King would actually, like, I would probably really like it. You know, it's one of those games that is, it is supposed to be, like, rage-inducing, but I just find those kinds of games relaxing. Because I think I'm a psychopath. So I would probably just like it. So I don't know, maybe we'll do it sometime. I definitely don't own it. I'd have to pick it up. But that's never been a problem for me in the past. So I'll probably take a look. Variety channels do very well. The actual correct response to that is they're actually horrible. Like I'm dead serious. Variety channels are some of the worst performing channels out there. And the reason why is because people subscribe to a channel because they really enjoy something, right? You guys may like variety, right? But you are in the minority for the world. I'm just letting you know right now. What happens for most people is they see a video from someone. You know, take me for example. They watch 101 facts you might not have known about the Binding of Isaac Repentance, or Afterbirth Plus, I suppose, since the Repentance one is not made yet. They go, damn, this is sick, love the Binding of Isaac, they hit subscribe. Then for the next month and a half, I post Revita, and they're like, what the heck is this Revita? Dude, I'm gonna do it, because I do actually think that this is better for the run, but I understand that a lot of you are going to not be happy about that. So what happens is you end up, variety channels have inflated sub amounts, but they have less total views on their videos, right? Like that's kind of what happens with variety channels. Unless you're like in the top of variety channels, in which case, yeah, you're getting good stuff going. But if you're trying to become a big content creator, my honest to goodness advice is probably just like focus on one game. The real honest to goodness thing is focus on an esport and then get really good at it. If you're really trying to make it big in the content industry, that's the best way to do it. Because there's always going to be, there's always going to be an audience for being good at a video game. Which is why the fact that I've survived this long, man, without either getting canceled or having people just stop watching me, when I'm really bad at video games and also really bad at commentary, it's a damn miracle. Like, it is an absolute miracle. I thank my lucky stars every day that for some reason you people keep showing up. Someday you're gonna find, you know, Orbital's channel and you're gonna go, oh damn, he's just a much better version of Tyler. And then I'm screwed. But for right now, I'll take what I can get. Alright. Now everybody comes in simping with the, I love your commentary, you're so good, Tyler, you're the best. It's like baking a damn cake, dude. It's too easy. You guys know how to stoke my ego. Or stroke something else, depending. Potato famine. Dude, I gotta use that one. The next time that Orbital and I have a Fortnite game where we win, but he has no kills, I gotta drop the potato famine, man. That would be hilarious. That would be so good. There are talks between Orbital and I about a new series. There is no guarantees of it yet, so I don't want to talk about it. If we pull it off, it could be like an incredible situation. But I'm not 100% sure yet if we're gonna be able to pull it off. I dropped the idea to him and he kind of just went, that seems like a lot. So we're gonna see. I think the idea is good. But we're gonna see what happens. All right. Another floor down, another floor bites the dust. Doot 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 doot. Ba-doot doot 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 doot. So that was about 20 minutes for the first floor. That was only 11 minutes to clear that entire floor. What the hell, man? We're gonna be done early. What do you guys want to do today? I didn't realize this was only gonna be like an hour and a half. Damn, dude. Can't wait to play Battle Royale for 2 hours. Alright. It's fine. Have I ever met Orbital in real life? No. The honest answer is I've never met anybody from the Wholesomeverse in real life. And I'm pretty sure that nobody in the Wholesomeverse has met anybody else in the Wholesomeverse in real life. Like, we're literally just a big old group of friends who have never met each other. Hell, there's... Nah, you know what? I've seen everybody's faces in the Wholesomeverse. At first I was like, there's people I ain't ever seen their face. But no, I have seen their face. Maybe. I don't know. Sure, I'll buy breakfast. You think I'm a little crazy? Do I want to meet them IRL? Do you realize effectively what you're asking? That is the equivalent of asking, would you like to hang out with your friends in real life? Or would you prefer to just, like, never speak to them? Yeah, dude. I would absolutely... You know, we've talked about, I mean, this was kind of before the pandemic, but we talked about, you know, like, the conventions, PAX, TwitchCon, stuff like that. We've had many a discussion about, you know, doing some kind of meetup at them. It would be an incredible blessing to do that. No, and the thing is, like, some of the Wholesomeverse members live, like, actually kind of ridiculously close to each other. Like, I'm pretty sure that Penta and Rito are, like, an hour away from each other. Maybe a little bit more, but it's close. There were plans. Dane and I were going to meet up last September. He was going to a concert near me. So we were going to get together. What the heck? Am I allowed to be in this room? I guess this is possible. I never really thought about that, but it's definitely possible. That's cool. Well, this got, like, much cooler than it was previously. Hello, secret room. Uranus is amazing. Thank you. I do squats. I went to the gym for the first time in about 5 months, it was on Tuesday. And, dude, today's the first day. I mean this sincerely. Today's the first day that I woke up and I don't hurt. It's actually, like, it was pretty sad. Like, I'm disappointed. Give me bookworm, you coward. I'm pretty disappointed. You know what? I just realized the Book of Virtues is so cheaty here. Because I'm just gonna get, like, although we're not actually getting any wisps, so I don't know. Whatever. Sure. But I need to work out significantly more than what I am. Because it was some sad stuff, man. It was some sad stuff. I didn't even do that much. I just, like, biked for 20 minutes and then did, like, some very, very basic lifting. And that was enough to, like, wear me out for 4 days. I'm not proud. I'm really not. I am getting the wisps. Oh, would you look at that? I am. Okay, yeah. That's a lot of them. Not that, like, it really matters, right? Like, who cares? I walked for 15 minutes and my legs are sore. That's pretty bad, too. I mean, there's no denying. That's pretty bad. I don't know. It's tough, dude, because I used to be really, really active. Cause, like, I was playing basketball, I was playing baseball. You know, back in high school, I was doing good for myself. You know, I could run for a half hour, not get tired. Like, it was a good time. And then, honestly, it was mainly like the pandemic. I just spent all my time in my chair. And then starting work, to be honest. Like, what I need to do, I need to get like a standing desk or something. Take calls while on a treadmill or something. Like, it's tough to stay on a workout routine when you're working all the time, like 24/7. And I mean this in a very real and not complainy type way. But making content, I lose a lot of time in my day that could be spent working out. You know, you think about it, and I'm spending an extra, 2, sometimes 3 hours a day doing this job as well. That's a lot of time that I spend doing this that I could be doing other stuff. Including just like relaxing, but that's for the week. Making content about working out. That's an idea. Road to Tyler being able to dunk on a 10-foot rim. Now that would be a hype series, right? And you can call it Road to Duncan. Let's go. Just record Isaac at the gym. It would be something, dude. It would be something. Don't rule it out. 2022 is just a long year. Road to Dunkin' Donuts. Now that's more like it, actually. That is significantly more like it. My kind of road. Chat, can we get an item check? Who's still keeping track? $69 is not correct. Neither is 420. Okay. Glad that we already lost it. Each time you take damage, your treadmill goes up slightly. That's actually, like, kind of fascinating. Dude, that would make an incredible video, though. Like, that's a genuine banger of a video. I also get scared. My raid notification is the gold key sound. And I didn't see a gold key in there, so my brain got skewed. I didn't know what the heck was going on. 35? Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, is that counting the books that we picked up? Because I suppose that would increase it ever so slightly. We're still doing fine, though. Have Anna around, so if you start taking dumb old lanky damage, you don't die. If I was in a position where I needed to not take damage on an Isaac run, I could do it. It's also counting gulp trinkets. Okay, that's good too. Don't call BS on that. You don't realize something, okay? When I play Isaac, I'm only activating like 2% of my total brain space. Like, most of the time during my Isaac videos, dead ass, okay? Here's where my brain is at, alright? 2% the Isaac run. Then it's 15% of my brain capacity, the, figuring out what to say next. 15% of my brain is the commentary. So you got 2% Isaac, 15% the commentary. The remaining 73% is thinking about what I'm gonna eat for dinner that day. Like, I'm dead serious. I'm thinking about food like all the time during my normal content. If I even put 3% towards Isaac, I'm getting a 950,000 streak. The prediction for next floor is not getting hit. If you want me to sit here and like sit quietly and have boring content for the next 11 minutes, that's fine. But I mean, I could probably do it without getting hit anyway, but 100 minus 2 minus 15 is not 73. Look, I only dedicated like 3% of my brain to math equations. You want me to put more in? You want me to put 1500% of my brain into math equations? You're not gonna like what comes of that. I'm gonna start doing derivatives instead of making jokes. Here, ask me simple math questions. I'll answer every one as fast as possible. What's 9 plus 10? 25. 7 times 4. 15. 15 times 76. 912. 31 plus 2. 87. Okay, this is one of the worst bits we've ever done. It's actually just legitimately horrible. The natural log of e to the second, is that 1? Do I remember life? Is he smart? It's 2. Damn it. I mean, look, man, some of these honestly a 2 out of 10 bit. I respect that. I actually wholeheartedly agree. It was not good. It was not good. There's things, man, where I'm starting to, like, things that I definitely remembered in school, I'm starting to lose the memory of. And it's both bittersweet and also kind of, like, telling as to what things are worth remembering and then what things are not. Like, for instance, you know, I knew how to calculate eigenvalues of a matrix for a while. I definitely, like, do not remember how to calculate an eigenvalue whatsoever. Prove the fundamental theorem of calculus. Isn't the fundamental theorem of calculus that just, like, there's an area under a curve, and then if the area is thick with two C's, then it's extra curvy or something like that? I think that's accurate. What's the highest math course you ever took? Let's think about that. Highest math course I ever took. See, it depends. So I took a lot of computer courses that probably should have been considered math courses, but they were listed under the, you know, computer science department instead. The highest math course was linear algebra. Like, definitely linear algebra. I got in, like, A++ in the class. I had, like, a 98 in it. I liked linear a lot, actually. Prove to me what A, B, and C is if A plus B plus C equals 100 and A over 2 plus B over 4 plus C over 10 equals what? I can't do that in my head, though, so you're straight out of luck. Did I do vector fields? Yeah, I did. I could not tell you at the current moment in time what the hell it is. Oh, baby. What a spicy item to find in your last room. Yeah, I can't remember what the hell a vector field is, but I remember doing them. 38 items. I am Geo Freddy knows what he's talking about. Calculus more like choke me. That seems like a little bit of a weird champ kind of moment, I'm gonna tell you. Alright, so I gotta not get hit on this floor. That's fine. I missed a room? I did not miss a room. Those were all rooms that were not red keyable. What the heck? How did I get you? Sure. Might as well do this as... Pardon me? Might as well do this. It's an extra item to add to the tally. Oh yeah, I took Book of Virtues. That's fair. Happens to the best of us. When you said don't take damage, by the way, that's not counting red key rooms, right? Can I really not get out of this room? Curse rooms, that's what I meant. Not counting red key rooms would probably make it a little easy. It would make it a little easy. Alright, dude, this run is kinda cracked now. Like, we added some high value to this one. I'm having a good time. The other class that I can consider being a math course, even though technically it wasn't. I took a cryptography class. And crypto is a lot of math, man. Like, it's a lot of math. Doing AES and DES by hand is spicy. Like, there is a lot of math that goes into cryptography. Probably also, like, maybe my favorite class I ever took in college. Like, it was an incredibly satisfying and enjoyable class. Probably also would still recommend to the standard normal person to not take it, but I enjoyed it. Calculate the future of NFTs. It's not really up to me to say, but I do think that there's some fundamental shut up. There's some fundamental issues with NFTs, and I think that there is a chance that the market is just going to crash for them. But we'll see, right? We'll see. I don't need Broken Watch. I will take Seraphim, though. I'm totally waiting for NFTs to die. It's just like, it's... The crypto market is really struggling right now. Not doing well at all. NFTs basically rely on the crypto market doing well in order for them to maintain their value. So what I envision happening is that, you know, NFTs, they're still booming like crazy right now. There's no doubt about that. But it's going to reach a point where the market is going to be very saturated with them. The total value of all of the NFTs is going to drop. And then as soon as the value of all of the NFTs drop, then basically all the crypto bros are going to freak out a little bit. And then it's just going to tank even further. And I don't know, man. It's going to be a little spicy to see what happens. I also think that a big part of it is going to be government regulation. I think that there's a lot of things already in the works in the government about regulating crypto. In regulating crypto, you're going to be regulating NFTs as well, because regardless of what it's called, NFTs are still crypto. Like, they're running on the Ethereum blockchain. So if you make any kind of change to Ethereum in terms of policy, you're making an exchange to NFTs as well. As soon as the government gets involved with something, it's all over. Like, you ain't gonna end up with a whole lot of value at that point. So what I see, a good comparison, I think, is gonna be a lot like smoking cigarettes, right? There's still gonna be people that do it. But, like, the general rule of thumb is going to be, you probably shouldn't. Right? That's at least how I see it. There, I got hit. Twice. I was patiently waiting for it, man. All it took was one explosive boy, and then we had it. It is what it is. NFTs could remove CO2 from the air, and I'd still think they're idiotic. Here's the problem, okay? You're about to get hit with like the most unpopular Tyler opinion on planet Earth, okay? And I recognize that it's unpopular. If NFTs, he's actually like the stupidest person ever. If NFTs were made in a way that it didn't kill off the entire Amazon every time you made one and stored one, I actually like kind of get it. Not saying that I'm investing, but I kind of get it. Why though? Think of it like a Pokemon card, right? Like that's really the best way for me to acknowledge it. Like, you got to keep in mind that there is a market for something like this, but you can hold a Pokemon card. I get that, but like there's still there's a collector's thing to it that makes sense. Whether or not I think that the value is as high as what it is a different story. I don't think that's the case at all. But it's basically just taking the idea that has been around for forever of collecting something and it having value, and it's turning it into a digital way of handling it. The problem is that the way that we've gone about doing it, by attaching it to crypto in order to validate this stuff, and then having basically people go and be assholes on the internet about it, and then have weird monkeys all over my Twitter feed. It's not a well done way of it, so it's very easy to go, this is stupid. But the idea itself is founded in a concept that, I mean, has basically been around forever to begin with. So it's not really surprising to see something like this take off. It's just a modernized version of it. I do think it's stupid, though. Like, just because I said I get it doesn't mean that I like will ever partake in it. I don't really collect anything, if I'm being honest with you. Like, even like you guys are more collect heavy than I am. You know, like for instance, achievements in a video game. I don't care at all. Like, I'm never gonna be the kind of, unless the only chance that you have for me going like full collectathon in a video game is if it's a video game that's grabbing me some crazy views on YouTube, and I'm basically just trying to farm more content out of it. You know, that's when I'll worry about achievements in a video game. But like, I don't care about them 95% of the time. I'm just here to kind of have a good time. That's it. Achievements are something you earn, not just buying. I get that too. No, I mean, I definitely get that too. Achievements prove you're good at a game. Yeah, but like, who cares? I mean, I'll counter your argument by just saying, like, who cares? Like, does it really matter if somebody knows you're good at a game? My ego? Yeah, but like, who cares? Like, do you really have somebody stoking your ego? There must have been a red chest. Do you really have somebody stoking your ego if you have 100% in, you know, Fishing Sim 2021? Like, you know, is that you go to the bar and your pickup line is, hey baby, I got 100% achievements on Fishing Sim? Like, I got news for you. She probably ain't gonna sleep with you if you tell her that. Decent chance she's just gonna like walk away and then maybe call the cops. It's something you do for yourself. You want to do something good for yourself? Go touch grass. You're gonna get way more value out of touching grass than you are getting 100% achievements in a video game. I mean, it's the sad truth, but it's I would recommend it. How do you explain your A20 ironclad? That's extremely different. I'm gonna tell you why it's extremely different. The only reason, and I'm dead serious, the only reason why I want A20 ironclad is to rub it in like 3 people in the Discord's faces who have told me that I'm bad at Slay the Spire, which is a very different. It's still ego. I'm with you. It's still ego, but it is not for me. It's to prove somebody else wrong. Like 99% of my life, and I mean this sincerely, about 99% of my life is wanting to prove people wrong. And I don't really... dude, are you seeing this, like, curse room wall that we have over here? What the heck's that all about? It's like 800 curse rooms over here. I don't even care if there's an achievement for A20. It's just like somebody said, you're never going to beat A20. And that's like a trigger word in my brain to I have to beat it. Has nothing to do with the achievement itself. You just proved yourself wrong? I mean, but like, I always... Oh, you will not do that to me. Not today, sir. Not today. I didn't need to be proven right or wrong. I understand, like, all my opinions are cringe. They always have been, they always will be. You're never gonna play Iconoclast. Okay. That one's different. That one's different. Some things you can challenge me to do, and I'm never gonna do them. Dude, this floor, like, actually sucked. Let me say it this way. If your motivation is something for yourself. Well, that doesn't really work either. If your motivation is you alone deciding it, then I don't get the achievements. I just did the same damn thing again. Just drop this cringe take. How about you drop your cringe attitude? Stupid. Get wrecked. Get destroyed. Alright, new bit. We've gone on for too long on a cringe topic. What's the next debate? We're only 57 minutes into this run, man. We still have another, like, hour and a half of this run. I mean it sincerely. We gotta fill the time with something else. Talk about tabletop sim becoming terrible. Honestly, it's more of a depressing situation than it is something I ever want to talk about. But in case people haven't seen, the tabletop simulator devs have basically like come out as mega transphobic and homophobic, like to an extreme. They basically, if anybody even remotely talks about being gay in the global chat of Tabletop Simulator, they just ban you from the game. They then prove this by having somebody like start tossing obscenities around and then just being like, I'm straight, I'm effing straight, you effing straight man, yada yada yada. They did absolutely nothing, and then like somebody just goes in and is like, I'm gay, and they ban them. So the biggest issue is figuring out what the hell we're gonna do with the pyramid. because when basically you have part of your lifeblood as a content creator sitting on a platform that is hateful and not worth ever touching ever again, it's really, really difficult for me to desire keeping my baby on that platform. So we're trying to figure out how we're gonna do it. The issue is it's a lot easier said than done. There's not really any platforms out there that are good to make something like this. And then even if there is a good platform, you know, such as, you know, making your own standalone pyramid game, I don't have time to do a live stream every week, let alone code my own game that is like, you know, a 1,200 card video game. It's significantly more work than you ever think. So it's tough, man. I think my current plan, if I'm being honest with you, is to probably just like not do anything with it for a little bit. Hope that Tabletop Simulator like does something to fix this, or a new platform comes out that is similar or something. This is a really terrible way of handling it, if I'm being honest with you. Because I'm basically just doing the do nothing approach. But I straight up don't have time to worry about it right now. So what that effectively means for you guys is we ain't going to be doing the pyramid for a little bit. Until we kind of get this stuff figured out. But it sucks, right? Like, it genuinely sucks. In an ideal world, this would never have been anything that ever happened. Yeah, it just sucks. It really just sucks. I don't know. There's no other way around it. You know, and then I suppose we also, like you said, draft champs is now an issue. Especially Rhapsody and I were planning on recording more recently. We had literally just talked about recording more. This run is getting out of hand. Yeah, I gotta talk to Rhapsody about what he wants to do with that. Because if you guys think I'm an LGBT ally, Rhapsody is an LGBT ally. So I am sure he is not taking kindly to anything going on with Tabletop Simulator. It's just unfortunate, man, because it's, you know, Tabletop Sim is a platform that, one, I have spent a lot of time in. Like, I'm dead serious. I got like over 100 some hours in Tabletop Simulator. Like, there's not really a platform better than Tabletop Simulator for doing tabletop games on a computer. Like, it's really, really good. So I don't know. I mean, it's tough, right? It's tough. I don't know what to do with it. I really don't. You know, we're figuring it out. You know, let it be known that we are definitely having the discussions on the back end. And by we, I mean myself and the other pyramid devs. What am I doing? The discussions are being made. It's just figuring out. It's figuring out what comes next. And it might just take a little time. That's all. Yeah, Raps is a very passionate person about issues like this. I respect the hell out of the dude. In the past 24 hours, the Tabletop Simulator devs killed Global Chat and donated $100,000 to trans advocacy group. If that's actually true, here's the problem though. They still have like a lot of explaining to do. Like, there's still some like major. I managed to die. That's impressive. There's still some like major issues that have occurred over the past week. I would have to, yeah, it's a PR stunt maneuver is what I'm worried about. So I don't want to just be like, oh, let's go. They donated money. You know, they win. There's a lot of crappy people that donate money. I want to see some kind of, you know, explanation, I guess. Just like something to make me go, okay, yeah, no, I get it. And so far, I've just seen pretty much the polar opposite. So, kind of like the Blizzard issues. See, but the Blizzard issues is very different, in my opinion. Like, yeah, I still don't like Blizzard, and the problem is I didn't really play any Blizzard games to begin with, so it didn't really affect me in any way. But Blizzard is a massive company. Like, it's a massive company just led by a bunch of douchebags at the top. The problem is that there's still, like, there's good people working at Blizzard. You know, there are people that are being negatively affected that rely on their job at Blizzard, a big company, in order to live their life. I don't, you know, not that I'm spending any money on Blizzard anyway, but, you know, I feel for the people that are affected by the Blizzard stuff, and then people are also boycotting their games, and they're probably making less money from it, and then now, like, what's the next play, right? They are both, you know, sexually assaulted by people at Blizzard, and they lose their job because nobody's buying games. So, you know, it's basically, you know, everybody goes, oh, we're standing with you, but you're doing absolutely nothing to actually help them. You know, it's a lose-lose in that situation. And that's the kind of stuff that I don't know. It's really difficult to figure out what the best play is. Also, we're like definitely gonna die on this run. Like, I don't know what to do to not die, but our speed being 0.48 has quite literally killed this run. Like, I can't I can't. I need some stuff. And I can't see the screen is the other, you know, major dilemma here. So we're having fun. What's going on with Blizzard? Look, I mean this in the nicest way possible. You have got to be living under a rock. Like, I just have to tell you. You've got to be living under a rock. But Blizzard has been on the hot seat because there's been a lot of sexual assault claims coming out of employees at Blizzard, and the CEO is like the biggest douchebag on planet Earth. Is just the nicest way to word it. I can't even see where the hell this soul heart is. Okay. Taking Saturnus was the worst idea ever on this run. Anywho. We got any, like, positive conversations? Do you play any instruments? That's a good question. I do, actually. I played piano for many years. I don't have a piano or a keyboard in my apartment now, which makes me really sad, actually. It's like, I think that's one of my 2022 goals is to buy a keyboard. I miss playing a lot. It was just one of those things. It's really easy to get kind of lost in music. And it's just kind of like a peaceful escape here and there. So I used to play a lot. I would definitely need like a lot of practice, to to kind of get back to where I was. Because I really, like, haven't... I used to take lessons. That's how in it I was. So I can, like, read sheet music. I'm not great at it. I can play by ear, which is what I do for the most part. You know, or I'll just, like, look up quick tabs or something and then know the chords and then mess around with it, stuff like that. But yeah, I used to love it a lot. Do you have a favorite song to play? I used to love playing River Flows in You by Yuruma. It was a very, very, I mean, one, it's a very, very pretty song. But two, it's just a very satisfying song for like, movement in your hands. That sounds so weird to word it like that. But it's a really, really fun song to play. One of the first songs that I ever learned was Don't Stop Believing by Journey. Agent Darkrain, thank you so much. 10 months in a row, good to see you. Thank you, thank you. But Don't Stop Believing by Journey, I can still play that. That's ingrained in my mind for the rest of my life. If I had a keyboard in front of me, I could play it right now. Viva La Vida by Coldplay was one of the first songs I learned. I don't know, there was a time where I could probably play like 50 different popular songs that people would know. I've most likely forgotten half of them at this point. Some of them I still got. They're in there somewhere, but most probably not. I do have to go in here, despite this being a little spicy. Unfortunate, really? I can't see, man. But yeah, someday I'll get back to playing piano, and it'll be nice. I would love, I mean, genuinely, I would love to get a keyboard that I can hook up to my computer and stuff, and then just like stream playing and relearning piano. That would be so fun, man. It would get like no views, but it would be really fun for me, at least. Would you rather die frozen or burned? Wow, that's a really good question. And by really good question, I actually mean like it's one of the stupidest questions I've ever heard. But it's interesting enough to unpack and have a conversation about. Can't get out. Dude, I genuinely, like, I mean this sincerely. Oh, what the heck, man? There's soul hearts all over the damn place. There's a dang soul heart in this room. Okay. Got it. I think I would rather die burned than frozen. And the reason why is because I think that the process of freezing to death will be significantly slower than the process of burning to death. I think that burning to death will be a faster way to go. I could be wrong on that, by the way, but I think it would be. This is so blessing. What's your opinion on story games? I'm just gonna be blunt. I don't really play them, and I don't really care for them. I've really reached a point where I only like 2 games. and that's it. It's just like Fortnite and GeoGuessr. That's it at this point. No, I'm okay with story games. They're not my favorite. I mean, genuinely, they're not my favorite. Just because, and I think it's more from a content perspective. I find it hard to make content on a game with a bunch of lore that I have to read through. Like, reading, I don't want to say, like, reading is difficult, but the honest to goodness truth is just that, like, having to take the time to read something, people are going to tune out the content at that point. So I have to find a way to make reading exciting, and nobody cares about me reading. So I don't know. I mean, it's people always ask if I can do more story games on stream, and I'm like, I'm not. On stream, I think it's a little bit better. But for YouTube, I think it's miserable, and they perform horrible. And the truth is, I don't really play a lot of games, unless they're on stream or on YouTube. You know, if I'm not making content, I don't play a lot of games. You know, recently, Anna and I have been enjoying, we've been playing the Lego Harry Potter game, which is actually, like, genuinely fun. Is pretty good. So I suppose that's a story game. But, you know, that's also, it's me and Anna hanging out. I don't really play games myself anymore. But great game, man. We're having a blast with it. You know, she's not really a true gamer type, so it's kind of just like a chill, fun game. I like it. I like it. It's up there in the Lego game franchise. I've never played one until this one. But I had always heard, you know, very, very good things about them. I kind of understand the hype now. Like, it's pretty good. We're now looking forward to, there's the new Star Wars one comes out. And since we're both like Star Wars junkies now, we're kind of looking forward to checking that out when it comes out. Does she play Sims? She does. She does. I feel like that's just like, if you're not a gaming person, you still have played Sims at some point in your life. So yeah, that's very fair. I'm mad. These tiers really make life a lot harder to deal with. I don't want to be here. And maybe I do want to be here. Thanks for the HP. There was definitely like still a Blackheart there, but that's okay. Time to go. That's the entire floor. He's done it and didn't die. Why do you date her if she's not a gamer? Thought you were all in on gamer supremacy. It's true, but sometimes crap happens, you know? Sometimes crap happens. Have I played Portal? I've played Portal 2. We actually had a YouTube series on Portal 2, so if you're really interested in that, you can find it. I will actually say that I think it's probably one of my favorite series I've ever done on the channel. It was a lot of fun. Is this, what is going on? Pardon me? I just want it to end. Okay. Girls love computer security. Is damn true. Is damn true. They do. Alright, we have entered into walking simulator territory, chat. I will just walk into rooms, not fire my bullets, and everything will die. How did I skip this room? How did that happen? Anna's dating Tyler for the sweet Twitch money. Now you got it all figured out. Now you got it all figured out. It's a library, man. I don't know. I can't see anything. We're past the halfway point for the run, though, which is exciting. I'm so sorry for whatever this is that makes it really difficult to enjoy The Binding of Isaac. Unpopular opinion, but Alexa playing Farming Simulator would be dope as hell. Can I do you one better? Can I just like do a Stardew series? Or a Minecraft series? Like just let me do like a game. Here's possibly my unpopular opinion. Okay. One of my favorite genre of games is basically just like make me do chores in a video game. Like the most boring possible content. That's what I want to play. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Orbital Potato. What the hell's this guy doing here? Welcome in, Orby and Raiders. We are doing Isaac, which none of you care about, but hopefully my commentary will keep you here. It's basically just a podcast with some stuff on the screen, so feel free to ask questions, hang out, have a good time. Hope that the Project Zomboid went well today. I couldn't actually stop in this morning. I normally like to start my Saturdays with a little Orby stream while I prep for mine, but I unfortunately was not able to stop in this morning. Good to see you though. Thank you for the raid. Very, very nice of you. I think Stardew would lend itself to the podcasty commentary. I mean, I've done a Stardew series. Decently long running too. I mean, we had one, Anna and I did one, and I did one myself. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I've played a lot of Stardew. I've put like 100 hours into that game, but primarily not on cam. Anna and I have 2 years done in a playthrough, the two of us. The one thing that I've never explored in Stardew is modding, which that's kind of, if I did a series, I would mod it, and I think that would be fun. But, yeah, I mean, it's just one of those games that I enjoy a lot. But I think that you can get, I don't know, I think you can get the same amount of value out of Minecraft that you can get out of Stardew, while also offering, like, kind of more, in a sense, because you're also able to, I can't see, dude. Okay, sure. Just let me get, I don't know, man. I can't see. Let me in here. I will not do any of this. Yeah, there's also Stardew Valley Expanded, which I have seen many times. I would like to play. I just have never had the opportunity. So this is all stuff that, like, the problem is I'll probably never do it. Like, we're chatting now and I'm like, yeah, let's do it. I'm probably never gonna do it, just because a series like that's a huge time sink for the channel. And even though some of you may really like the idea of it, there's like a pretty high chance I'm never gonna do it, because it's not gonna get the views that I would want it to. You know, it's the same with me doing like a single player modded Minecraft thing. I would love to do it. I really would. Is not going to get the views that I want to do it. So I probably never would. There was just 9 lives sitting in there. I don't know how we missed that. Add 1 to the item tally. But yeah, no, I want to play Stardew Valley Expanded at some point. Definitely on my to-do list. I just, hard to get around to it. No, I actually, Anna and I started, well, we haven't started it yet, but I have a mod pack made for me, Anna, and then my sister and her boyfriend. for Minecraft, and I basically just combined. There's a like Stardew Valley Animal Crossing mod pack in Minecraft. So I just took that as like a base, and then threw some more stuff in it. And it already, like, I've just like flown around in it a little bit, and it looks fun. I mean, I like kind of where it's at right now, but we haven't been able to actually play yet. This room sucks. Dude, anybody that is a Scald guy, our build is horrible. Because I can't kill this guy. Just die. Okay, thank you. Thank you and goodbye. Let me in. I am frightened to even... I can't pick up items because I can't see. It's so stupid. I'm trying to sift my way around here, man. I don't understand what's happening. It makes frickin' two of us, man. I don't know what's happening either. Yeah, this is Curse of the Blind too, for sure. Absolutely. Honestly, the best case scenario is us like finding Tech X right now. Like that. I'm stuck on a beggar. Like that adds a lot of value if we can find Tech X, Mom's Knife, you know, something like that. I would love to see a Stardew series. I appreciate that. I really do. It's one of those series I would really love to do. I would, but I haven't had the opportunity. Stardew series with subs. How exactly would that work? There are mods that allow you to have 200 people in the same world. Okay, I mean, that is how that would work, to be fair. That seems like a mess, though. That seems like a mess. Will I finish Understand? I want to. I really do, actually. I love Understand, man. That game is still great, but it didn't really pull views because it's a puzzle game. Like, people don't like puzzle games. But I would like to. I enjoyed Understand a lot, and still do enjoy Understand a lot. Do you still live in the region you grew up, or have you moved away? I do still live in the region that I grew up. I'm a little bit away from my home city, but I'm still in the grand scheme of the area. I went away for college, so I kind of lived 4 years away. But I like my hometown. Well, I like my home city. I don't really like my hometown at all. It's a very boomer city at this point. So being there is occasionally a little frustrating as a young Gen Zer like myself. Considering you struggled quite a bit in Section 4, I'm pretty sure you would die in Section 6. The thing is, Understand had a very strange kind of thing for me, where some things that a lot of people found very hard, I found very easy. And then some stuff that I found very easy, or I found really hard, others found really easy. Did I say that right? I don't know, man. Basically, like, it went back and forth a lot as to whether it was hard or easy for me. How old are you? I'm 23 years young, with a mind of a 900-year-old. I'm really not that old. Not much older than all you. What is with you making it difficult to see during roguelike games? Okay, I mean, that's, like, definitely fair. That's definitely fair. What can I say? I got a knack for for low vision. It's making the run harder, I'm gonna tell you. Like, I have to focus way more than I had to a few floors ago. I was born in 98. So, yeah. Would you like to have 4 arms? Yeah, dude, that would be sick. Can you know what the hell you could do with 4 arms? You could get so much more done if you had 4 arms. You'd be also like the best sports player of all time. Like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna rewrite the game to be discriminatory against people with 4 arms? I imagine playing basketball and frickin' Dr. Octopus comes at you to grab the ball. Like, you ain't got no chance. Like, that's just a win immediately. Okay, I'm not gonna read what I just read. Fam, you're not allowed to say crap like that on the internet. Okay. Opinions on No Way Home. I thought it was good. I thought it was good. You know, I think that it will not be as good on the second watch, to be fair. But for the first watch, I really liked it. It had some great memes. It had some good references. It was full of references. A lot of references. Good memes, good references. The story was better than I had originally expected from where I thought it was starting. Gave life to a lot of characters. I thought it was solid. Do you know what movie was not as solid, though? Anna and I watched Eternals last night. That movie is not very good. And it's a shame that it's not very good because it actually had a lot of good ideas. And some really beautiful, just cinematography in it. But holy crap, it was bad. The first hour was really solid, okay? I would even go so far as to say that the first hour was maybe good. Continuum is not. This is our opportunity, dude. Let these dissipate. And then we maybe could grab like a Tech X. And then the game is over. That is not going to do it. I don't think. I need something that eats all of my... No. Maybe? Still no. Okay. I need something that gets rid of this, man. Like, this is the problem. This is the problem. Eternals was still better than Shang-Chi. Wow. Okay. You know, we had similar opinions about Shang-Chi, Orby. I can't agree with that. Eternals was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I don't know. I mean, dude, I accidentally made it to the error room. It's my bad, but like I couldn't actually see the bottom. What if you stopped giving us terrible opinions? I'd be out of a job, man. You know that. You know that better than like most people do. You have to listen to my bad opinions when I'm not memeing. And complain about my job at Lockman and Sons. Anyway, no, Eternals was horrible. First hour, totally fine. Good cinematography. You know, they did a lot of flashbacky stuff that I really enjoyed because it looked really pretty. And then they just, like, ruined it with some of the worst hour and a half to end the movie ever. It was also just, like, a very slow-moving movie. Look, Euthanasia was spun, but if you think I need frickin' spun right now, you have lost your damn mind. Look, these are fine items, man. I need something to get rid of this trash. I don't know. Taking the left item is quite literally just kill yourself tier. We will die if we take it. There's Spun or Prayer Card, whichever one floats your boat. There's Spun. Oh, dude, I'm accidentally... I was trying to pop Prayer Card and it wasn't popping, and I was like, what the heck's going on? It is popping. I have infinite infinite item charges turned on. Yeah, very fair. And then, dude, to be perfectly honest with you, the thing that made me actually go, this movie is ass, was the final moments of it. I don't want to spoil it, but like, when the one character zooms away, I was like, come on, Disney, what is this? Like, I actually, like, audibly cringed. It was one of the worst scenes in a Marvel movie I've ever watched in my life. Like, it genuinely made me upset. Like, it was so poorly done that I couldn't handle it, man. Come on down. Thank you. Goodbye. I know it was a different director, but I just don't get it. I mean, here's the thing, right? I don't know. I think that what's her face, the Oscar winner that directed Eternals, I think she did all that she could. I think the problem is that just like the story was not very good. Like there's not much you can do when the story is bad. And I will tell you right now, I guarantee to you that she did not write the story. Like all she did was they told her, here's what we need from you. Figure out how to make it work. She did the best with what the terrible story was. Like, it's unfortunate that the story sucked, but it is what it is. She tried. Marvel has whack stories. I mean, they got whack stories. That's a definite for sure. We'll Mama Mega probably here. They got whack stories, but a lot of the time, at least the stories like make sense, and are at least interesting to deal with, right? My problem with Eternals was that the story didn't really make sense either. So it just resulted in like a cluster of nonsense. I know there's a super chest in here. Soul of Jacob and Esau. I do know what that does. But you best know I got no clue off the top of my head. Come on, man. You gotta help me out here. Thank you. Imagine how useful it would have been against Thanos. I think honestly that was probably like one of the scenes that like also made me like, come on, right? It's the fact that like they make it a point, because it's like they knew that people were just gonna be like, so where the hell were you for the past 11 years of Marvel movies? So they make it a point to, in like the first 5 minutes of the movie, they're like, so why didn't you help out about Thanos? And their response is, well, we were told not to. It's like, okay, you were also told not to kill a Celestial, but look where we are. Like, you probably could have picked and choose a little bit earlier if you really wanted to save the human race, right? Like, it seems like a little bit of a push in the wrong direction here. I don't know. It had some flaws for sure in the storyline. It's like I feel like they could have done They could have done Eternals as a Phase 3 movie instead. And then had, you know, the couple of them that are now still around, they would be okay. Like, it wouldn't have been extremely overpowered against Thanos. But basically just having, like, Superman 2.0 chilling on the back end, yeah, it would have been probably useful to fight Big Purple Man. Yeah, I agree. I think it's either too early or too late to do Eternals. Like, you either needed to do them in the past so that you could kill off a couple of them before, like, the big bads, or you needed to do them, you know, like 10 years down the road when, you know, you've gone through like 4 Thors and you're looking for a change, right? It's just, here's my other issue with the Eternals. Anna said this best. The entire Eternals movie is basically just like a dysfunctional family is afraid of death. Which is why I stole that to tweet it. But, like, it is just straight up, like, it's a really toxic family learning what it means to die. Like, that's the entirety of the movie. Is there not a red... What? I actually can't go in that room up there? Pardon me? There's no red key rooms, like, anywhere around here? I'm so confused. Okay, I guess we'll just leave that hole right there. That's fine. Okay, chat, we're gonna make a new rule so that we're not here for literally the rest of the day. If there is a room that has hands or skulls in it, if I just visit the room, is that okay? Like, save my damn soul. I really don't want to do every single room and sit there and wait for the enemies to spawn. Like, it's hell. It's hell. I just want to run through them. Does Eternals follow the plot of some OG comics? I have no idea, man. I know pretty much nothing about the Eternals. But the biggest, honestly, the biggest issue with the Eternals movie, I mean it sincerely, it is a movie with like 12 new Marvel characters. And there's actually like only one that you like, and then they kill him an hour in. Like, that's the biggest issue. Like, the movie is... the movie is okay. Okay? The movie is okay. But the characters are just the most unlikable characters in any Marvel movie ever. You know, the benefit of a Marvel movie is that you get, you know, a janky storyline, some funky villains and stuff, you know, you got the weird Marvel energy, but then the cast is like always genuinely good. You know, it's like you have a movie like Ant-Man, who is arguably one of the boringest characters in the history of Marvel, but you got goddamn sexiest man alive, Paul Rudd, playing him. So it's like you just get to watch Paul Rudd for 2 hours. And all of a sudden, you know, Ant-Man's one of the highest ranked movies in the MCU. The problem with Eternals is they got a bunch of great actors, but all of them are terrible at their roles in the movie because the characters are just extremely unlikable. Marvel kinda sucky though. I mean, you're allowed to have an opinion. I like Marvel movies. I grew up with superheroes, so I enjoy... That sounded a little weird. I did not grow up as Iron Man's kid, but I grew up in a family where my father was heavy into superheroes and comics and stuff like that. So you know, I enjoy the Marvel movies for what they are. I like the idea of all of the, collaborations between the characters and things like that. It's enjoyable to me. I understand that it's not for everybody, but I like them for what they are, and I think there's some genuinely good, pieces of cinema that have formed as a result of the Marvel franchise. It's just Eternals isn't one of them. That's all I'm saying. Your parents need to be superheroes to tolerate you? This is also like extremely fair. I'm not really against that either. It's a damn miracle that I'm still alive today. They should have just pulled the plug. I somehow have not gone to this shop over here. I don't know how I missed it. It's sitting on a damn island away from everybody, so I'm just gonna slip in here real quick. Like, restock is probably solid to have. Not that we're ever gonna use it as time goes on, but that's fine. What's your favorite hero? See, the unfortunate thing is that my favorite Marvel set is not in the MCU yet. Because I grew up loving the X-Men. And Cyclops maybe is like my favorite Marvel hero. But I haven't the Sony X-Men movies are horrible. they're just not good. So I'm patiently waiting for the MCU to reboot the X-Men. I will be very excited when they do. I know it has to be coming, man. Like they've teased it many times now. It's got to be coming, but it's in due time, I suppose. Opinions on Deadpool. I'm not a huge Deadpool guy. It's like Deadpool's fine. But he ain't as cracked up as everybody says he is. There's actually a red key room here. Okay. We might be done. It looks clean to me. We've got this room. We'll sleep. Caradan, have a good one. Opinions on Joe Biden. Here's this. What's your favorite religion, chat? Huh? What's your favorite religion? If we're gonna go the politics route, might as well throw some religion in there too, just to spice things up. Personally, I'm let's see. What's my favorite religion? This is all a joke, chat. Can I not enter the boss room? Thank you. Goodbye. Would like to go now. Yeah, fish god. That's my favorite religion. Yo, Isaac, you're looking a little fricked up in the back there. We are officially in 3 more floor territory, chat. 3 more floors. I'm gonna tell you right now, this was not as bad as what I thought. It's still miserable, don't get me wrong. But, it could have been way worse. If I just removed... Okay, chat. We're gonna have a chat. We're gonna have a chat with chat real quick, okay? What if we remove Saturn? Can I please remove Saturn? Like, it's a win-win for everybody if I remove Saturn. You can see the screen again. I can see the screen again. The run is going to end faster because I can see the screen again. Like, we have to just... We gotta do it. We gotta do it. That's primarily yeses. We're gonna do it. I don't even care. Save my soul. Dude, we can actually see the room. Now I can fire and it turns into a mess. But I can see through the mess. That's the important part. Oh my god, it feels so good. It feels so good. You can see the rooms, man. Oh, let's go. Me, a lurker, listening, thinking, removing Saturn as in the actual planet. That's kind of funny. What's your guys' thought on just like blowing up a planet? Like, how sick would it be if we just like got rid of Mars? And instead of colonizing it, we just straight up nuked it to an oblivion. Like, instead of us, you know, never using nuclear warfare, what if we just send all of the nuclear warfare we have into space to blow up random planets? Like, tell me this is not the best idea ever. Uranus kind of stinky, we should destroy it. All you gotta do is wash it. It gets less stinky if you wash it. Do you have any astronomical knowledge? I ain't got no knowledge, man. You should know by now. I'm dumber than a bucket of rocks. I love Uranus. Take me out to dinner first. The correct answer to do I have any astronomical knowledge, though, is, like, kind of. I mean, you learn, like, a base understanding of some stuff in high school in the US. I learned what a supernova is. Things like that. But anything beyond that, no. I don't even know there's a big telescope that just went up into the sky. My friend was telling me about it because he's a legitimate astrophysicist. That's what he went to school for. Well, he went to school for physics, and then I think also maybe astrophysics, and then there's some other. Look, I don't. Do you think I listen to my friends when they talk? Oh my god, man. This is a good time to say if you are sensitive to flashing lights in any way, probably like treat this one like a podcast if you're not already doing that, because it's a little much. This is womb 2. This is womb 2. Opinions on Ma. Who's Ma? Ma nuts? Is that the joke? The Fortnite series proves that you don't listen to your friends. Look, that just proves I don't listen to Orbital. That's the big difference. Trust me, if you guys had to listen to him every week, you would be with me. Just kidding. I don't know. I don't even know if he's still here. It's a pretty low blow if he's not still here. But opinions on Poutine. Haha. I do think the Poutine one, you can get a lot of people with the Poutine one. Imagine like going to your grandparents. I laugh every time, dude. I'm a big basketball fan, right? And my team is the Cleveland Cavaliers. We have an announcer for the team. His name's Austin Carr. And poor Austin Carr, he's like 81 years old or something like that. Like he's definitely a little bit old. And every time that the Cavs play a game, Austin Carr will tweet. And you can tell it's him because he has like no idea how to tweet. It's not like a media person. So it's all this like just broken grammar because the dude's never typed in his life. And every single week, like without any doubt, somebody will comment on the tweet and be like, yo, Austin, you know, love you, man. My friend's been diagnosed with ligma. Can we get a shout out for my friend? And then he'll always reply and be like, big shout out to your friend with ligma. You know, go Cavs. And then the person will just reply with ligma nuts. And and every week, like literally every single week, without any failure, this happens. And it's like, I know full well that Austin Carr ain't reading any of these tweets anyway. The dude's just on autopilot on Twitter. But it's like, come on, man. He's like 80 years old. You gotta let the man just put him down. It's like you can't do ligma jokes to senior citizens. It's beyond their pay grade. Last night, Anna and I finished up Eternals. Kind of got through the disappointment, and then it was like 10:30. And normally we go to bed on Fridays, you know, like 11:30, midnight kind of thing, because, you know, I stream in the morning, so I try to get a good night's sleep and stuff. So we were sitting in kind of like that weird limbo where it wasn't enough time to like start a movie, wasn't really enough time to like sit down, start playing a video game or something. We were both a little tired from the day. So we just went on YouTube, and we were just like browsing random stuff. Sometimes we'll watch Good Mythical Morning, you know, little short videos that are at least interesting to watch. But we ended up down a rabbit hole of one just like old YouTube videos. So she had never seen the Laser collection before. So I showed her that. She was like, you know, why the hell was this popular? I went, I'm not really sure. But then we ended up in the best. We'll take Black Lotus. We ended up in the we'll take both. In the best Family Feud answers of all time. And dude, some of them are just so funny. I mean, they're actually just so funny. The one that still, it gets me every time is they asked, it's like one singular question that they have to get right. And if they get it right, like they win kind of thing. So the girl goes up to the podium and Steve Harvey goes, all right, you get it right, you win. And he goes, name the food that Popeye eats. and the girl slams down on the buzzer. She looks him dead in the eye and she's just like, chicken. And then her entire team just starts groaning. And it is the funniest thing ever. Like it's so good. And then Steve Harvey's like, show me chicken, and it is not the correct answer. And then the other guy just like lightly taps the buzzer and goes, give me spinach, Steve Harvey. There's some incredible ones though, man. Like, it was also a compilation of like all funny game show moments. So there were some from the Newlywed Couples game, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically just like newlywed couples go on to the show and then they ask questions to the husbands and wives, but they don't know the other person's answer, and they have to try to get their spouse's answer. So the one was, it was like, you know, what are you most excited about during Newlywed Game today? And the one guy answered, the other guy's wife. It's like this dude came out slinging immediately. It's so good though, man. There's some funny moments. The Family Feud ones, like the old Family Feud ones, are the best though. Like, without a doubt. The Steve Harvey Family Feud, he's still good because it's always like, you know, Steve Harvey Family Feud is they ask a really obscure question to get a laugh, and then somebody gives an obscure answer, and Steve Harvey's just standing there like, you know, like the question is, what's something you love to suck on? And then a woman goes, my husband. And Steve Harvey's like, can't believe you've said that. The old Family Feud, man, they give like legitimate questions. And then people just give trash answers. And that's what makes it so damn funny. It's like, the one was, Final Jeopardy, or Final Jeopardy, Final Feud, or whatever it is, where they ask them the 5 questions in like quick succession, and the question is, they go, name an animal with 3 letters in its name, and the first guy says frog, and it's like, you're a dumbass, like, way to be. And then they go to the second guy, the dude answers alligator. Like, you can't make this stuff up. It's like they literally go and they get the dumbest people on planet Earth to do the Family Feud. It's so good, man. I want to, like, there will reach a point in my life, like, I know there will reach a point in my life where I will have the time to be old and just lay there and only watch the Game Show Network. And I'm just hoping and praying that it's still around by the time I'm old and decrepit and can be in that situation. That's all I want. Like, it'll be such a blessing to just be old as hell and watching the Game Show Network. You know, playing Civ or Fortnite on my laptop while killing a bunch of small children in the game. It's gonna be so good. Opinions on Big Bang Theory? It's actually like one of the worst sitcoms ever made. I mean it sincerely. Like, it is one of the least funny shows ever made. Like, I'm so sorry if you actually like it, but it's horrible. Just legitimately bad. Alright, we took the Polaroid, up we go. 2 more floors, man. Imagine you still streaming at 80. Here's, like, my genuine fear, right? I fear that we will reach a point where content creators are, like, the ones that are around today are still going to be doing this when they're old. Like, can you imagine how cringe that's gonna get? You have to imagine that some, though, like, aren't gonna last that long. Not as in, like, they're gonna die of an overdose or something, but, like, and I mean this in the nicest way, she's been going through a lot of scandal stuff because people have been doing hate raids. I don't think she's a bad person at all. But take someone like Pokimane, for example, okay? Definitely, like, has a bit of a reputation for her audience just being a bunch of simps, right? I don't think that teenage boys are gonna simp over Pokimane when she's 80. Maybe they will. I mean, maybe the same simps today that will be 80 then are going to still be simping. But I feel like there's gonna need to be new blood in the streaming community. Whereas I'm gonna just be perfectly honest with you, I think that someone like, say, I don't know, popular funny streamer, so someone like Ludwig, right? I could still see, like, I think he could age like fine wine. I really do. The problem is, and here's the honest to goodness truth, these top streamers, when they reach enough money that they can just retire, like, why would you keep... Although I suppose, like, if you genuinely enjoy streaming, right, then you'll keep going. Because, like, if I didn't need money at all, in my life, which, I mean, to be fair, I don't really need the income from YouTube and Twitch. But if I was just straight up retired from my IRL job, I would still stream because I just like doing it. So I suppose some of these people are probably going to continue. I don't know. It's weird to think about, though. I would love to look years into the future and see what the hell. I mean, the honest truth is probably like Twitch disintegrates at some point because of, you know, some scandal with Bezos or something. I know he sold his share in Amazon, yada yada, but it's interesting to think about. Not gonna read one of the things I just saw in the chat. 60-year-old males liking 80-year-old females sounds reasonable. So maybe Pokey subs will still simp. It's really hard to tell, right? It's a magical journey that we're gonna go on over time. Let's get this out of the way. Good night. I'm gonna tell you right now though, chat. If you think I'm gonna be around when I'm 80 streaming, you're high as hell. There is no chance. If I'm gonna be around at 35 streaming, that's gonna be a miracle. I'm gonna be at 80. I'm gonna be on my private yacht playing Civ 6 against a bunch of Civ 18 against a bunch of 19-year-olds. I ain't gonna be anywhere near this platform. Not a chance. I'll be like 25 years deep in my Minecraft world. I'll have remade all of New York City at that point. Thinking about the good old days. Yeah, I sure as hell won't be streaming Isaac, that's for sure. Unless like Isaac 4 comes out by then. Might be good to farm some new content. I've seen Book of the Dead so many times on this run, man. Figured we might as well pick it up eventually. Hey Alexa, do you want to buy crack? I really like your Minecraft content. This is a strange one. Don't know what to do with that. You gotta get the new Egypt NFT for Civ 18. There we go. Honestly, dude, genuinely, I could see Civ doing NFTs. Like, if you had to give me one video game that isn't a gacha game, right? One video game to sell NFTs as a part of its core gameplay, I could consider Civ being one of them. Genuinely. Just kind of has that vibe. Didn't you do this on the YouTube channel? I only did it for one floor on the YouTube channel. This is an entire run of walking through the same door repeatedly over and over again, hoping for a different result or more fun by the end of it. We've been going at it for an hour and 58 minutes. The end is nigh for sure. It's very exciting. We're only gonna have like about a half hour at the end, maybe 45 minutes to do something else. I don't know what we're gonna do. I really don't. What's the most famous YouTuber you ever slept with? That would be Retromation. Him and I shared a Minecraft bed during our playthrough. Do the Void? You could not pay me to do the Void. I thought it was Orby. Rito's more famous. What NFT will Civ even make? They'll just make like landmarks as NFTs, right? Like it's honestly like highly doable. Like they could pull it off. There we go. My rotten heart's gone forever. Is that even legal? I mean, it's a huge, like, gray area, right? Pretty much everything when it comes to crypto and NFTs, you could argue, is that legal? And the answer is always going to be like, I don't know, maybe. Give it a couple of years for Congress to finally put a plan together for crypto, and then we'll know. I did marry and share a bed with Rito and Stardew. That's true. Honestly, I'm kind of now realizing that me and Rito have had a lot of weird homoerotic moments in our day. I wonder if he feels the same as I do. It'd be a great time for him to check into the stream for that moment right there. He does lurk in here from time to time. I see his name on the side. I don't see it right now, though. Yo, 100th item. Let's go. We poggy? Homoeroticism is just so much fun. That's a sentence. That's a sentence. Gonna tell you, when I woke up this morning, didn't expect to say it or read it. So that's where we're at. Genuinely, like, kind of surprised that this run didn't crash. At least not yet. It's good to be here, though. Are you really an ally if you don't have a little homoeroticism in your life? I mean, are you wrong? I don't see anything wrong here. Cambian conception. I also will just, like, open all the doors right there. I'm not gonna stream on porn websites. I appreciate the suggestion. What I really want, I want legitimate suggestions for a way to make an Eden streak more interesting, where you guys would, like, tune in every day to watch that. It wouldn't be every day, but like, what twist could I do where you would be like, yeah, man, now this is something. Don't make an Eden streak. Okay. I mean, that's not what I wanted to hear. I'd tune in every day anyway. That I respect that. I do. A literal podcast? Yeah, but, like, how the hell am I gonna make a literal podcast? I still gotta play the game. Make an Eden streak, but you play a different character every time. I think you're missing out on a core component of the Eden streak. A daily objective. I like this. It's interesting. You have the only mod in Eden streak on YouTube. I get that. I know I'm the rarity there. But I feel like after, like, one episode, everybody's like, I've seen it. I've seen it all. There's 600 new items. I've seen every single one of them. Like, I need something that keeps people coming back. You frickin' asshole. Cursed eye, I'm gonna wipe your face with a piece of steel wool. I'm gonna take all this, though. Okay. I'm, like, evading damage sometimes in ways that I don't understand. I think that is everything. I'm gonna double check this over here. Beautiful. Double checking this. Beautiful. We're outie. One more floor, chat. One more floor, and then we're freed from this hell. Could go the NL way and have a website generate an objective for you. I thought about doing, like, a wheel that just, that's a big razor. Thought about doing a wheel that just tells me where I have to go. But if I do that, I'm gonna want to do, like, I'm gonna want it to do a character as well. But then on the flip side, I don't want to actually play anybody but Eden. So then I thought about just doing, like, a mini Wheel of Isaac for every episode and doing, like, Oh, dude, what the heck? This is cracked. What the heck? This is weird. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Only I would turn this into a Ludo run at the end. We're never gonna see the screen ever again. I made a big mistake, chat. Hoarder streaking must pick up all items. No. A good suggestion. Thank you for the suggestion, but absolutely not. Eden, pick and toss. Jens, I'm gonna ban you. I recently watched a German Isaac content creator who talked about one of your videos and was really salty at your Isaac hot takes. It was amazing. Can you do me a favor? And please, for the love of God, send me... Although if he's German, I'm not going to know what the hell he's talking about. I need to know more about this. I mean, like really badly. I want to hear a German dude just swearing me out. This sounds fantastic. Oh my god, what is this? Just has a thick German accent. He speaks English. Let's go. Okay. He talked about a top 10 transfer. Oh, that's boring. If the dude's bringing up videos from like 10 years ago, who cares? I wanted him to be arguing that like, he takes Bob's brain. I'm mad. That's what I want. I want this dude to be like pissed off that I, you know, take Cursed Eye. There's a website that generates a run goal. You can enable and disable characters. I guess, I mean, here's the problem that I'm still having. I also just, like, don't want to make the video about Isaac anyway. So, what I'm really looking for is a way to spice up the Eden streak that doesn't include Isaac. And that's what's making it significantly harder to figure out what to do. Bring back the question of the day. I do like that idea. I do. Question of the day is always a fun time. I mean, we could implement some kind of like, if I lose this streak kind of stuff. But the problem is, like, people watch me because I'm not afraid to just like completely ruin my streak. So I want to keep that vibe. You know, if you make the streak too serious, nobody's gonna care. Like, it's a very delicate balance that you gotta hit. Technology, Ludo. Oh, let's go, dude. This is the most vision we've ever had. And it's still, like, so melty, it's insane. Eden streaks, but Anna tells you what to do. No, Anna needs to stay as far away from my content as possible. If she spends any more time with it, she'll break up with me. Every time you breathe, you switch to Fortnite with Orbital. I'm telling you, there's gotta be something. I just don't know what it is yet. Delete this challenge streak. Blech. That actually sounds miserable. I'm just gonna be blunt with you. Every time you get hit, you take off an article of clothing. Honestly, I love the idea of that, but then not doing a face cam. And literally just like, I get hit, I'm like, sorry, chat, there goes the undies. Like, there's something so comical about that. And then I just like clickbait the hell out of the video. Oh man, that's rich. That's so good. The problem is, the honest to goodness truth, I've done everything. Like, I've done it all in this stupid game. So I'm out of ideas. I was freaking tossing quarters at sheets of items at some point, man. Like, I'm out of ideas. The well has run dry. I just want to do an Eden streak, but I also want people to watch it. That's all I want. Like, it's just that simple. Was that Genesis in there? You could not pay me to take Genesis right now. No chance in hell. No way. Without playing more of the Stranger. Do you want my, like, extremely unpopular opinion? I actually really don't like that mod. Because it tries to make, like, a fun Eden start. But in the end, it's either extremely overpowered or not fun. Like, the problem is that the Stranger is just, like, it's just Eden, but more controlled, and I don't want it to be controlled anyway. So, I struggle with it. What I wish there was, I wish there was a good Isaac randomizer. And there is one that I've seen. But this is also a really difficult game to randomize. Delete this. I said a good Isaac randomizer. Is there a modded item that gets rid of item pools? I don't know, actually. I mean, probably, right? I mean, we could also just, like, take Chaos, right? Oh my god. Taking Ghost Pepper has turned this into a total mess, man. I'm so excited to be done with this. This wasn't that bad, chat. I know that I've been doing the same run for 2 hours and 11 minutes, but this actually was not that bad. Copy the commentary of an NL video, but with your own voice, and see when people notice. That sounds like so much effort. Like, that's just too much effort. Wordle after the run? Yeah, sure. Let's do the Wordle today after this. I'm totally chill showing you my Wordle expertise. I still have not lost a singular day since I started playing it. I just use a different browser. I use my phone for Wordle most of the time, so it doesn't save my progress ever, so it's just like the same. It's just a one streak every time. So I look like I've never played before, but the reality is I'm cracked. It's just that simple. Opinions on sex. Wait. You need a bonk. I'll D100 at the end. I'm fine with that. I'm a man of the people. I know you want it. I know you want it. Do it right now. If it crashes the game though, like, I don't really want to do it. And it definitely could at the stage we're at. Lemon mishap. This is Pop, which is horrifying. Oh god. Pop is so scary, man. This is like genuinely giving me a headache. What's your favorite dish that Anna and you have made? Dude, like, real talk, I know that I bring it up, like, every second of the day. It probably is that soup that we keep on making. Like, it is so damn good, it's unreal. The holy soup. I mean, it is, without a doubt, just one of the best dishes ever. What soup? I need to get, like, a command for that recipe, man. I'll get a link to it in a second. It's so dead easy simple to make. But it's just the best tasting soup ever. Sacred Orb is hilarious. I also swear I've picked up like 15 key pieces on this run. We're almost there, chat. Just bear with me. What kind of soup? It's just like a vegetable broth based soup with then like some veggies, Old Bay seasoning, and some coconut milk. That's like pretty much it in the entire thing. It's so good. Base soup. Yeah, exactly. Just some based soup. Vegetable soup is so good. I mean, I'm with you 100%. Oh my god, just pick up the freaking rib. Ah! What the? I hated that. Note to self, don't get hit. How was I able to get in these rooms from a different side, but not... I don't know, man. Whatever. Also, like, massive shout out to O'Freddy in the chat right now for actually just, like, saving me hours and hours of time in rewatching this to figure out how many items there were. Like, you are truly a blessing. The end is definitely nigh here. We just have this top section. And then we're free, chat. Then we're free. Yo, Ryan C. Thank you so much for the 2-month resub, my dude. Much appreciated. Watch you get the void portal. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't care if it's Jesus frickin' Christ on the other side of the void portal. I ain't doing it. Get me out. I won't. I won't. I will not do it. I will not do it. You cannot make me do it. Don't call me a coward. I won't do it. I want to breathe. I want to breathe. Dude, this tea is so bitter. It's been steaming for like 4 hours. Oh my lord. Blech. Like, broke my mouth to ingest that. Jesus criminy. There's another. The fungi transformation. Worst one in the game. Worst moderator in the game. Do I put sugar in tea? I do. I'm a coward. Oh my god. I just put a little bit. I just put a little bit. Please. Please, sir. Thank you. I think we're done. Okay. We've done it. We've done it. It's my great escape now. We're gonna fight the boss, then I'm gonna D100, then we're gonna fight Mega Satan and the run. Okay, that was easy. And then the D. Sure. Apparently can't pick up things while I have that active. D100. Bang. You take Deadeye. And then you end the run. We got a bunch of little wiggly brimstone penises. That's fine. We're in. I know, we re-rolled red key. It is what it is. Do I know what's going on? The answer to that would be no, I think. We do have C-section. So that's interesting. Okay, actually one of the meltiest Mega Satans ever. The run is over. Time. We did it. Final count of items, 170. That's nutty if you think about it. We got basically 1/4 of the items in the game on one run. Plus, if you count red key, multiply it by 2, right? Or D100. That's insane. If you hadn't picked up Deadeye, it would have been 169. I'm going to take a picture of that real quick. On my phone, just so I have this for future reference. Chat, bless your soul for being around. Thank you, YouTube, for watching as well. Catch you on the upswing.